Hi, sir.
Hello, good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all of you. Hi, Arav, Revati,
Good
Chetan,
evening, sir.
Tanish, Abhijit, Suman, Sujan. Tanish, how
Yes, sir.
we have exams last few days.
Yes, sir.
I did not see you. Yeah, that's why. Okay.
Hmm.
And how about you, Revati?
Uh,
I did not see you yesterday.
there was no Wi-Fi yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see there are heavy rains in Hyderabad as well. Yeah. So shall we start the class? So we'll see, where are we now? Let me share my screen first, okay? Yeah, you all can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, from now onwards, another 1 or 2 weeks, I'm going to teach you all the basics, like important things, the basic important things. And after that, from first week of November, I want you to completely focus on the project work, okay? And then assignments, all the
Good
assignments.
evening, sir.
Yeah, hi Shini. So
Hi, sir.
I'm going to give you all the assessment sheets, and I will pinpoint and ask each tag. What is it for? Why we use each tag? And then I'll cross question you based on their attributes and other things, and I'll give you some code also, and you must be able to tell how it behaves and how the output would look like. Okay, so be prepared for from the 1st of November. Okay, from 1st of November we'll do only the assessments and the project work. Then you'll get the real experience. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's where your real experience starts. Okay, shall we jump into the class? And oh, 1 second. Today is 38th class, right? Okay, this is 38th class, and our agenda is also 38. Cool.
So we're not doing revision?
Yeah, revision is, we learned very few things only, right? So that's what all this revision part I'll start from November first week. So that's where you'll get first 1 week I'll give like whole revision assessment. Okay, all the assessments will be based on the revisions, whatever you learned so far. And after that, the second week we'll start with in-depth questions. So you get confused there, but still you should be able to answer. Okay, so I'm going to explain whatever I have been teaching from the subject. Okay, yeah. So, but you need to be prepared well. Okay, that will actually help you to complete the project. I saw Suman Santosh project. It was quite good actually. The basic version. So they implemented the basic version. It was quite good. So we still have to I don't want you all to work on the project first.
Yes, sir.
I want you all to work on the project plan. So you need to understand what the project plan. So that's why I'm giving you to work more on the project plan to understand. Okay, you try to Google you try to see in the Google, like search for project plan. What is project plan? Try to understand what is project plan. Okay, so that's the main motto of giving you an option to prepare the project plan. Okay.
Sir, we decided to plan only 2 days. Maybe.
Yes, sir, Vijay. Can little
Decided
bit,
to plan 2 days.
can you little bit speak louder? I could not hear you.
We are decided to plan only 2 days in week. One project.
Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, yeah, we are in 38th class. Okay, and then let's get into the today's agenda. We are going to learn the leftover mouse events today. Okay, yesterday we learned 2 mouse events, so remaining mouse events we'll learn today, and then we'll
How
see.
many more mouse events are there, sir?
Yeah, I'll explain you in that slide. Okay, and then let's see project plan discussion. Like if you need to understand what is project plan. That's the main thing whenever you are in the project. Okay, so we learned about the form events, keyboard events, and we'll learn mouse events today. Okay, let's complete this part also today. Yeah, we learned on click event yesterday, on double click event yesterday, and we are going to learn on mouse down. So what do you mean by down? Mouse down. Harshini, can you explain on mouse down? So when is it going to get fired, the event?
Sir, can you repeat it again?
So when the on mouse down event is going to get fired? Can you see it?
Sir?
What do you think that this mouse event is going to be fired? When is it going to get fired? On
Sir,
mouse
when you
down.
like click the mouse without leaving it up, then it will come, sir.
Correct. See, Ketan is following correctly. Press down and then don't release it. If you release again, up event will be triggered. So just press the mouse button and then hold it like that. The event is fired.
Okay, sir.
And where is it going to happen? It's going to happen on an element. Whenever you click the mouse
An
on
element with the on mouse down attribute.
yes, correct. So on mouse down is an attribute, and whenever you do it on the HTML element, okay, then the on mouse down will be triggered. Similarly, on mouse move. So it's like you have an element, right? A paragraph tag or div tag or span tag. So on that particular element, if you move the mouse left and right, if you move it, then on mouse move event will be triggered. Okay, so on mouse out. So Ketan, can we guess on mouse out means when is it going to get triggered? But the name implies actually you can easily understand.
Sir, it is for an element now, sir. So
Yeah.
if the mouse is on an element and then if it goes out of the element, like if it's not touching the element, then it gets triggered.
Yes, correct. Perfect. So that's true. And then Arav, can you guess on mouse over? When is it going to get triggered? On mouse over.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, on mouse over is nothing but over means what? Whenever you place the mouse cursor on the element, right? So whenever you move the mouse on an element, right, then immediately it gets triggered. As
Sir, you
soon
should
as,
stop annotating actually.
yeah, correct. 1 second, let me do that. Okay. So on mouse over is it is triggered when you move the mouse on an element. Whenever, as soon as it comes on an element, then this event is triggered. On mouse up. So this is exactly in contrary to on mouse down. So when you press the mouse, it is down, right? When you release it, it goes up, right? Only at that point of time, the mouse up event is triggered. Okay. And on wheel, you all know on wheel is the scroll button will be there on the mouse, right? So whenever you scroll that mouse button, then on wheel event is triggered. So let's see in the code how.
Sir, for on wheel, can we choose to like if it scrolls up, can we like trigger a different function, and when it scrolls down, can we trigger a different function?
We have to see that actually. We have to see. I'm not sure, but we can try it actually. Okay, we can try whether we can capture the scroll up or scroll down events. Okay, let's try to find it. Okay, I'll make a note of it also. I'll try to find it. Okay. Yes. You note it down, Ketan. Tomorrow you remind me. I'll try to find it also. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Now let's jump into the class. Okay. Let's jump into the coding part. So we are in lesson 38, and let's start with a new file. Okay.
Class 38.html.
Class 38 dot. What happened? HTML. Okay. I'm going to open this and then I'll start using the yesterday's code only. Okay. I'm going to close this. and then place it here. Okay, this part I don't want to use it anymore. Okay. Okay. Fine. I'm just make it empty and then see. Okay, for your ease, right? What I do is I'll just remove this part alone. Okay, I'll just remove this part, and then body will be same, and then this tag will be same. Yeah, here I'm going to take out this part. Take out this part. So only this is the one. So what event we are learning? On mouse down, right? So demo of on mouse down event. Okay. So these are all mouse events, right? So there is a paragraph tag here, and then we see on mouse down of I'm going to call my
OnMouse event.
my mouse down event. Correct. So I'm going to select this part, copy it.
And put it in the
The
JavaScript function.
Yes, function name. Must copy it. And then the div tag, right? So here I just put it as mouse down ID, something like that, mouse down ID, and I'll get this mouse down ID here, paste it here, and then say you have clicked mouse down on the HTML element. Okay. Yeah, only this part. So if you click on this one, what's going to happen is this event is going to get fired on mouse down. And then when the event is fired, right, it is going to call this function, my mouse down event function. Okay, when this on mouse down function is there, then it is going to get the on mouse down ID element, which is div, and then this content, this string is placed inside this. Okay, so here let's try something different. Every day it was common, right? So what I do here is you can add bold tag. Let's see, the text should appear in bold. Okay.
Wrong is similar to bold.
Yeah, let's see whether the text will appear in the bold or not. Okay, let's run this program and see. Go here. Okay, I have to change this text. So this is not single click, right? This is, what is this? Okay, please mouse down. Please click mouse down to fire an event. Okay, let's open the browser folders. Okay, and then run this program. And then you see here, I'm going to refresh this. Okay, as soon as I click on this, now you can use single click or just hold down actually. So it you might get a question here, sir, which mouse down, whether it is left click or right click. You should get a doubt like this, right? So irrespective of whether it is left click or right click, what's going to happen is the event is going to get fired. Okay, you see here I'm going to left click now, press down, it happened, and the text is also coming in bold. So the bold tag is also working. Okay, now I'm going to refresh it and try. I'm going to try the right click on this now. Right button down. See, right button down also still working. You see, as soon as I click right button and release it, there will be a pop-up menu here. So in both the cases, this event is fired. Let's try. Sometimes there'll be a button. So the scroll also can be pressed. We'll see whether that also works here or not. I'm going to press the scroll button now. Still it is working. So any kind of buttons on the mouse, when it is pressed down, the OnMouseDown event is triggered. Okay, you can try this by writing the code. Okay, I'll send this code later after the class. So now let's try the contrary opposite on mouse up. Now let's try on mouse up. So the same code we'll try, we'll put some content here, and then whenever you release it, the event should happen. Okay, let's try that one. Okay, I'm going to copy the same here. Okay, exactly same. And then here, instead of down, I'll just make it as up. Okay, here on mouse down, right? So I'll make this mouse function name as on mouse up. So here I'll just give it as up here. Here I'll just mention it as down. Okay, and then here you have to change. This is very important. This is very important. This is the attribute where it is going to fire. Okay, so you have to use on mouse up. Okay, yeah, you can use this one, on mouse up. If you want to see what are all the attributes available, you just go there, and then you can see control and then space button. Okay, you press control.
Sir, can you disable the chat? It's disturbing. They are saying something.
Okay, 1 second. Let me do that.
Disable chat.
Okay. Okay, yeah, done. Let's see this one. So on mouse up, right? So on mouse up, I'm going to write a function now. So instead of writing everything, I'm just copy pasting the same existing one. Okay, here.
Sir, the mouse down, it's not working, sir. I'm trying simultaneously, it's not working.
Which one, Ketan? On mouse down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you send me the code later, okay? But it should work. You see here, which browser you are using?
Sir, I'm using Opera browser.
Opera, right? Yeah, I'll try that, okay? Send me the code after this.
Okay, sir.
So maybe there could be some slide. Sometimes we might unknowingly do the small mistakes which we don't figure it out with our naked eyes. So we just have to see line by line, text by text, and come to understand. Ashwini, can you mute yourself? Okay.
I didn't change the ID.
Okay, fine. Okay, on mouse up event.
Sorry, sir, by mistake.
Yeah, here I'm going to mouse up ID. Okay, I'm just give the mouse up ID and then copy this one, paste it here, and then on mouse up on the HTML. Okay, yeah, I'm giving the text. So on click of this function is called, and then when this function is called, you're going to get this ID and again displaying this part. Okay, let's see this one. Run this program. Okay, I'm going to refresh this page. You see, let's try on this one. Okay, I'm going to press this now. See, pressing the key. The event is not fired. I'm going to release it. So when I release it, you can see the text that is printed here. So that event is fired when you release the pressed key on the mouse. Okay, and this goes with all actually, like whether it is left click or right click or the scroll button click also. Okay, it happens for all. Okay, you see here, whenever I press this, then it will print it. Here in this case, I pressed here, it did not happen. I release it, then it prints here. You understood, right?
Yes, sir.
So you practice this part, okay? Practice these two events.
So which key we have to press?
Mouse, no, you have the mouse, right? Mouse left key, mouse right key, or mouse will have the scroll button also, right? So you can use the scroll button also like this,
Sir, I was using
so this is a
alert,
mouse,
sir.
right? Okay, this is a mouse, right?
Function.
This is left key, right key, and then scroll button in the center. Okay, I'll show another one. You see here, this is a mouse, right? So what's going to happen is this one is the left key, this one is the right key, and this is the scrollable button. Okay, you can press either this or this or this. Okay.
Sir, even the
Okay,
scroll
sir.
buttons can move sideways, sir.
How is that, Ketan?
Sir, this one it's going like this and it's coming here.
No. That will not. That's not an event actually. Okay, there is no
Because there are
horizontal
showing
scrolling.
arrows in the mouse.
Yeah, you can just see what is that what is the event that it is having. So based on that event only it will trigger. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Now let's see another slide. Okay, another event. Okay, okay, on mouse move. Yeah, we'll see on mouse move. Okay, we'll trigger on mouse move here. So what I will do is here is on the same thing, on the same events, let's add a on mouse move, right? We are going to learn on mouse move, right? So we'll write an event here. My mouse move event. Okay, on my mouse event, I'm going to call this function. Okay, and then there should be a function of this one, right? The same function should be there. So what I do is I just create the copy of this and then copy this function, add it here. Okay, so this is my mouse move event. Okay, and then I'm not going to print anything here. I'm not going to print anything, but so here I want to try something. Okay, what I do is I'll just copy paste for second also. Okay, second paragraph tag also, and then identify based on it. So on mouse event is applied to both the HTML elements. Okay, now I want to differentiate whether I click this one or this one. So what I do is in the first case I'm passing a string mouse down ID, and then in the second case what I do is I'm passing a mouse up ID. Okay, so in this case I will print only in this place. Whenever you mouse over on this one, only in this place it will be printed. Okay, let's identify these two. Okay, we have this on my mouse event, right? So my mouse event will be single because you are using it in the two different elements, right? So here we will be having an ID. Okay, this is an ID, so you have to identify it. So instead of here we have hard coding this part, I'll make it as dynamic. Okay, I'll make it as dynamic. This is a string, right? So this string ID will be here. Okay, here what I can do is element ID, any element.
Sir, I found the mistake, sir.
Okay, yes, Ketan.
Sir, I actually found the mistake. The mistake was, sir, in on mouse down and on mouse up, you kept semicolon after the function, right?
Yeah.
So there also, while defining the function after the curly bracket, after the comment brackets, I have kept a semicolon. That's why it was not working.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I told. With the naked eyes, we can't immediately figure it out. It needs, that's why, whenever I write a program, you understand this point. Whenever I write a program, right, I will compile everything in my brain. So I'm typing each character, right? Whenever I type each character, what the computer is going to do with the character that I entered, I'm going to compile it in my brain. Okay, then I will visualize, okay, if I write this line of code, what will be the output? So I'm just looking at you, but background in my brain, what's happening is I will be getting the image actually in my brain. So what output it is going to display whenever I write a line of code. So you should be doing the same thing. These are all very basic common initial mistakes. So that's quite common actually. You don't need to worry about this, like semicolon and all, right? Without our knowledge, we'll try to copy paste there. So unknowingly, the code gets corrupted. But whenever you write anything here, you need to be sure, okay, whether this is in proper syntax or not, you should check. Okay, the function should be
Okay,
having
sir.
open bracket, close bracket, and then it should be followed with a curly brace and ended with curly brace. So those things you should be, the syntax should not be changed. The syntax will be same. Only thing is only inside the code where whatever you write the dynamic code. So that part alone you have to focus. Okay, a little bit, you have to pay more attention. Okay, yeah, you understood this one, right? On mouse event, mouse move event. What I did is if you move a mouse on this one, then it is going to trigger this event. So whenever this event is triggered, what will happen is this function is called. When this function is called, it's going to take the ID that is passed. What ID is we are passing? Mouse move, mouse down ID, right? Mouse down ID is this one. So we are getting this element, and then in that place we are actually, adding the text as this one. So we'll write different text here in this case. Okay, here we'll write span color equal, okay, span style equal to, so what will it have? What style? Color, right? Color colon red. Okay,
Sir, ending tag of span.
yeah, we'll write it.
There's a ending. There's no starting tag of D, sir.
No, I'm just taking it out. This one I'm changing it to span tag. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and then here I'll remove this code actually. So you are moving the mouse on the element. Okay, I'll just make it highlight so that you will understand better. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one. Yeah, shall we run this program?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to move this one side here, refresh the page. So you see here, I wrote the code. Okay, I wrote this code. I'm not committing most of the maximum mistakes. So there could be slightly 1 or 2 mistakes, but as whenever I write the code, I will compile it in my brain. So you also have to practice that part. Okay, that comes with practice only. So that's why I keep on insisting you all to practice. Okay. So let's try this part. I'm going to refresh this. So I'm going to, you see, immediately I did not move here. I just click now. I just click here. Can you see it is in black color, right? So whenever I move the mouse, it immediately changes the event, You observed it, right?
Sir, if you are moving it on the element, it changes, sir.
Yeah, this is the whole element, right? This is the whole paragraph tag element, right? The whole p tag,
Yes,
you can,
sir.
yeah, anywhere on an element. That's what, if you see the slide, on the element, see, on the element. So
Sir, what is the difference between on mouse move and on mouse over?
Yeah, that part I will tell you. I'll tell you now. So that I haven't started, right? So just give me a second, okay, to complete this part. Okay, now let's see. I'm clicking on this one. It changes to black, and then when I mouse move it, it's going to change it back to moving. I'm moving the mouse, right? That's why it says you are moving the mouse. So whenever I go on the second one, click here, release it. So you see here, what happened is, yeah, I go here, I click here, it's not happening anything. I'm releasing it. Then this event has got, fired on mouse up, and then I'm going to move the mouse. Whenever I move the mouse, it prints the same text. Okay, you are moving the mouse on this element. Yes, Ketan.
So if you want to detect, like in the full web page, if the mouse is moving, so on the inside the body tag, we can keep the mouse move attribute.
Yeah. You can see here. It is on mouse move. So you can identify where exactly user is moving, and you can restrict the user to click on any of the elements that is appearing in the left side or right side. So you'll have the full control. You'll have the full control using the code. Yes. Now we have done this on mouse down, on mouse move, and then on mouse up, right? So we will do on mouse out, and then on mouse over. So these two things we will do it now. Okay. Yeah, on mouse out, right? On mouse out. Okay. So here, let's, okay, here itself we'll try to do it. Okay. Here itself we'll try to add an attribute. Okay. So here what I will do is I will add one more attribute on mouse out. Okay, let's, so on mouse out, right? On mouse out. So okay, instead of this, let me suggest something. Okay, let me suggest something. The same thing I will copy paste. Okay, I'll copy paste these two, and then I will add it in a separate place. So here we will remove these two, on mouse down and on mouse move is there, right? I will remove these two things. Okay, and then here we will write on mouse over. We'll learn mouse over first. Okay, on mouse over. Okay, yeah, here my mouse over event. Okay, my mouse over event, and so will is only one. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Ketan. Yes, Ketan.
sir, when I was trying mouse move, sir, I just kept it on the right hand side of the paragraph tag, and still it was showing that I moved it over the element. So the text
Okay.
was on left side, and I moved it over the right side, and still it came, sir.
Yeah, paragraph is like, the whole line, right? Whole content. So that's why
Yes,
it appears like that. Yeah, even it considers like this. Okay, there could be from starting line to ending line. So it can be anything. So you try on a different element. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Let me explain this part on mouse over. So we will learn on mouse over. So whenever we over the mouse on this text, okay, here. So I'm going to teach you on mouse over. Okay. On mouse over. I'll teach you both actually. On mouse over, on mouse out. Please click mouse over or out event. Okay, instead of this. Try mouse over or out to fire an event. Okay, now let's see. So I use the paragraph tag, and then I use mouse over event, and then mouse over, right? So here mouse over out ID. So I'll just make use of two things here, two things at a time. So I'll tell you why exactly we are writing the two things here. On mouse over, on mouse out. Okay, on mouse over, on mouse out event. So two events are there. So I have to write two functions here. Okay. So where is the function here? Yeah, function is here. So let's copy this one. And then what we will do, we'll just make use of on mouse over. Okay, on mouse over. So what should it happen when you mouse over on this? I want to display you. Okay, I want to display some content here. So what content? Here, red is there, right? So I'll just make it as green. You are over an element. So I'll just make it as you are over an element. Okay. And then otherwise what we will do is, yeah, nothing, it's okay. This is okay, and I'm going to duplicate this one. So here OnMouse over, and then OnMouse out event. Okay, so OnMouse event. So here I will remove this part, and here we have to double click, delete, and then we have to get this ID. What is the ID? Mouse over out ID. So here I'm going to add it here. Copy this one, paste it here. Okay, so you are out of an element. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay, I'm going to refresh this page, and then I'm firing the two events, on over, on out. Okay, you understood over and out, right? So on and out, it means like, on and out. So I'm going to refresh this page. So I'll play with the third one only. So first two you ignore. Okay, and then you see third one, I'm just overing on it. Overing, you are over an element, outside an element, over out, over out, over out. You understood, right? Over and then out, over out. You see the difference, right? This is the main, that's why I made use of both on over and on out. So this is also one of the mouse events. And then mouse out, and then mouse over is also done. So mouse up is also done. Only on wheeling is there, right? So we'll try on wheeling. Okay, on mouse. So let's try on this one also. Okay, here itself on this element, on mouse wheel. Okay, actually no, on mouse wheel is deprecated. Okay, deprecated means it's mostly no longer it is used, but still it works. Okay, now what happens is the latest one is on wheel. Okay, on mouse wheel is deprecated. Deprecated means the old version. On wheel is equal to, it's the latest one. Okay, my wheel event. Okay, my wheel event, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the same thing here. Okay, and then back to here, I'm going to copy the same function name, go up, paste it here. So here on the same thing, what I will do is I will empty. Okay, whenever you scroll on that element, it will delete, and it will delete. Okay, so I'm removing the content to make it empty here. Okay, let's try this one on mouse wheel. Okay, let's go here, refresh, and then I will come back here. Okay, over, out, right? Over, see, I'm scrolling, it clears, because whenever you scroll on this, right, it's, this text, we made it empty. Can you see the code? The code, we made it empty here. You see, I'm making it empty. That's why whatever it is printed in this ID place, right? What is that ID? div ID. So in this place, whatever is printed using on over and on out will be erased using the wheel function. So this is the latest one. Okay, but in this ID, you are not finding it. You see, on wheel is not there here, right? Do you see here? On wheel is not there, but still it is working because browser understands this one. Okay, browser is understanding this one. On mouse wheel also, if you want to try on mouse wheel also, you can try this one. On mouse wheel is there, right? On mouse wheel. This one also you can try. Okay, it should work actually. It should work. So it should work both. Yeah, that's it from my side today. So you all practice it. We are less than 1 minute now. So anything we'll see tomorrow. Okay.
So no need to go back.
Yeah. Later you need not to come back. Okay.
Sir, no need of coming back.
No need to come back. Okay.
Sir,